And we are back for the first men's Supa-Liga game of the evening. The first of two blockbuster clashes. We've got the Northern Hawks versus the Andinos. So the Northern Hawks sitting pretty, well, currently actually sitting second. A win will take them back to the top of the league. So we'll quickly have a look at the team sheet so you can see on your screen now the Andinos, who are looking slightly undermanned with no Jaden Ashmore in goal, but looks like Oscar Gongora at number 21 is going to be in goal. Jorge Escobar, number 11. Sebastian Correa is going to be wearing number 64. Nicolas Serrano wearing number 6. Christian Majea wearing number 9. Arias wearing number 7. Rob Michalak wearing number 19. And Castrillion is going to be wearing the number 30. And having a quick look at the Northern Hawks team. Starting, it's going to be Chez Houston, number 8. Nishan Alagoda, number 13. Batum Ziba, number 16. Dan Fumado wearing the number 1 in the goals. And Michael DeFilippis, I believe, wearing the number 9. And on the bench, they've got Lukman Saeed, Adriano Jelenovic, and Bredemeyer. So no Devon Rendell to note. But look, this is definitely a game that not West Coast Cobras, the Northern Hawks would expect to win, and win by some margin, with the Andinos, who are having a poor season and they've got no goalkeeper. I know Jorge Escobar is there, but I don't think his magic's going to be enough to get them the win today. I'm also joined by Annie Leyland for this game. Annie, nice to have you with us.
Yes, thank you very much. As mentioned, Gongora in goals today for the Andinos. Could be interesting. He does read the game very well, so he might do a good job for them there. He certainly will be an option with his feet.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. This is one of them games where the Andinos kind of need to just play their way through it in terms of play almost the game in 5-minute increments. I think slow the game down at pretty much any opportunity and try and frustrate the Northern Hawks players. As I know Devon Rendell, who's a man who is evenly frustrated, isn't here today, but we've seen Chez Houston the last few weeks has been getting very physical. So if the game continues to be 0-0 for, let's say, 10 and then 15 and 20 minutes going into half-time as a draw, the Northern Hawks will start getting a little bit concerned. It looks like Seb Correa is popping a squat. Looks like he's hurt his jaw. Could this be some early time-wasting tactics, perhaps? Yeah. The clock is still going, and Gina Jimenez has come on.
Been told to go away there by the referee.
Wanting to let him know if Seb Correa is okay. Looks like he's okay to continue. It's probably just an accidental elbow, and I bet that was from Batum Ziba.
Yeah, I'll just quickly jump in there. You were talking about Chez Houston there, and it was him last week having the match winner, the 1 goal in the game from a sideline kick-in, blasting it into the bottom corner of the goal. So he's more than capable of scoring goals for the Northern Hawks.
Yeah, 100%. I think he got the player of the round last week as well against the Condors, if I'm not mistaken. Did have a good game last time out, obviously getting the match winner and keeping that Northern Hawks top of the league. It's the Northern Hawks and the West Coast Cobras obviously fighting for that top spot again. Scarborough Sharks just a few points behind, but it's becoming a more and more 2-horse race. And obviously, we'll give you a quick preview. We've got the Phoenix Futsal Club sitting in 4th versus the Scarborough Sharks next. So don't go anywhere after we finish watching this encounter.
Yeah, that one will be a very exciting match, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, 100%. Houston's got it now. Escobar, probably a bit too casual there. Correa's giving it away. Houston gives it to Alagoda. Alagoda on the left, and Escobar. No, that's
Gongora
there. Yeah, sorry, Gongora making his first save of the game.
It's just interesting there to see the Andinos' defence. They're happy to be sitting off in their own half and defensively bringing the Northern Hawks towards them.
Yeah, 100%. And Houston off the right there. Shot goes just over this time. So it's going to be Gongora's ball in the goal. He probably, that's a terrible throw out straight to Houston and puts his shot wide. I think that could be a sign of things to come. I think Houston will be kicking himself. That one went wide. That was a golden opportunity.
Yeah, he's just yelled out in frustration on that one.
And Gongora, that throw wasn't much better, but he didn't give it away through the middle, so improvement. Maybe the next one will go to a player. DeFilippis on the ball there. Colin Bredemeyer has just checked in. He had a great performance against the West Coast Cobras a couple of weeks ago, scoring their only goal of the game. off the left foot, so watch out for him, the number 3.
He's quite fast, Bredemeyer as well, and he's got a lethal left foot. Tends to only use it, though.
Yeah.
Always tries to get everything onto his left.
The right foot's just for standing on. Michalak being pressed hard by De Philippus. De Philippus playing on the ground, a bit of pinball. I don't know what's going on here. It's come to Houston. The right, beautiful ball that was. A reverse ball to Zeba. De Philippus had some great skill. Philippus back to Houston. Houston tries to take on Serrano. It's his first game back after a few weeks of suspension. Nicholas Serrano plays for the Maddington White Eagles in the State League Division 2, as does Mejia, the number 9, who is yet to join us on the court, but I'm sure we'll see him very soon. So Houston going to step over this. What will the Northern Hawks conjure up? Houston to Bredemeyer. Bredemeyer back to Houston. Zeba, that's beautiful play. Zeba's final pass lets him down, but great set play there from the Northern Hawks. Correa's checking out. Mejia's checking in. And Gongora does just about enough. Jorge Escobar being pressed hard. Still got it somehow. Did so well there. Jorge Escobar, one of the trickiest players in the league. And Lukman Saeed is checking in. And Adrian Levelinovic is joining us as well. Here he is, here the number 12. Sporting the arm cast. Bredemeyer to Saeed. Saeed does well there. De Philippus goes wide to Bredemeyer. He'll want that on his left. Michalak says, not today, son.
Jelenovic, a big name for Northern Hawks there. He was back last week. Played quite well for himself, built himself into the game after being quite sick. He's now come back a bit more fit today. I'm sure he'll be looking to score a few more goals for himself. After a few appearances, he's currently sitting on 3 goals for the season. Next highest goal scorer in his team is actually Batim Zeba on 4.
Oh, there we go. So, obviously, the Northern Hawks goals must be fairly evenly spread around. Not quite a standout goal scorer, it seems. But that is the sign of a good team, especially when you're winning the league. Serrano goes wide to Escobar. Escobar being pressed by De Philippus. Michalak, it's a great rotation play there. And Fumado sees that one out. So we have to see Dan Fumado actually touch the ball. We are 7 minutes in. So it's going to be Bredemeyer's side ball here. He gives it to Saeed. He's under some press from Mejia. He won't want to lose it there. Does well, Saeed. De Philippus' touch lets him down. And Escobar's got it. Mejia, Escobar. Honestly, it feels like time slows down when Escobar gets it. That's a great ball. Serrano. Good save. Fumado straight into him. Had to make it. But there you go. You can see the Andinos are dangerous.
They are, especially in Serrano. He's actually the top goal scorer for the Andinos side this season as well.
Yeah.
So he'll be looking to get himself another and keep that title.
And again, that was another goal, a golden opportunity there. I've just seen Dan Fumado's wife has just joined us, so Fumado will want to keep a clean sheet in front of his family. Here he is, Fumado. Rolls out to De Philippus. Saeed. Bredemeyer. Bredemeyer. Great ball. Michalak, he's flicked that up to his hand. They wanted a handball. I think that would have been harsh. Mejia. Oh, good ball, good idea from Mejia, but De Philippus was all over that one. And again, Michael De Philippus. Adriani Ilenovic. It's a bit of a battle here between Mejia, Saeed, and
Saeed wanting to battle it and not drop it off easily there.
Yeah.
He in the end decided it was a good idea.
Yeah, it did well though, Saeed, to keep possession. And no foul was forthcoming. Bredemeyer. Well defended there by Escobar. Serrano. Serrano, the number 6 to Escobar. Mejia has it at the back here. A bit more time. Michalak. So the Andinos are actually dominating possession at the moment. Having a good game. As we say that, Michalak gives it away. Recovers well. Ball's still in. I think, honestly, if they had Jaden Ashmore in goal and probably if Escobar, Oscar Gongora was it on court.
On court,
This would
definitely.
be a very intriguing encounter. Ilenovic puts Bredemeyer under a bit of distress, and Famato again. He's saving Northern Hawks. That's the third time.
Absolutely. He's their biggest strength, really, at the back. He communicates really well, but he reads the game extraordinarily
And we were actually having a chat with Famato, making sure, for our sake, we want the Northern Hawks to be a little bit complacent.
Yes.
But Famato was assuring us that they weren't going to be.
No, he was coming into this game quite confident. In the conversation that we had, he had already spoken to the opposition and heard the big out in Ashmore, and I think that's built his confidence as we see him here feeding the ball to Jelenovic. And
great save there by Oscar Gongora, sliding down Jelenovic. You would have put your house on him to score that, but
yeah, absolutely.
What a save that was from Gongora. Famato not happy.
No, he'll be looking to try and get more assists for himself.
Coming up to the halfway line here, and Bredemeyer's he caught his own foot there, and Maget is going the other way, but well defended there. Bredemeyer's going to take the side ball and kicks that one straight out. Saeed not happy. Maget to Escobar. Escobar to Serrano. Serrano chips forward, and you can see when they have probably the core of Serrano, Escobar, and Maget on together, they're such a dangerous outfit. Obviously, three very, very good players on their day, and I think they actually all play outdoor together as well. And that's took a deflection.
Yeah,
that's Famato's fourth save now, so you can see they are under a little bit of pressure.
Absolutely, that changed direction in the air. He's done well to read it and move his hands into that position.
Houston's checked back in, so they want to bring a little bit more control to the game, so they bring Houston on. That's a good idea from Nishan Alagoda, the Colgate kid, as he's known around these parts. The widest teeth this side of the Pacific. Escobar. Gongora.
This is what we expected to see, but he's given it away on this occasion. It's Saeed who comes forward, finds Jelenovic, who's dummied for Houston.
Well defended there, and yeah, he's used his hands this occasion. If he can throw it forward, this will be a good counter-attack. He has. Alagoda was all over that one.
Gongora's distribution not there yet.
Yeah, possibly lacking, but we can't really blame him. He's done a fairly good job, made a few very good saves early on. Saeed gives it wide to Houston. Houston looks up, gives it to Saeed. Arias has checked on for his first moments. One-on-one with Saeed. He got a concussion, a nasty one, a few weeks ago, Arias, so it's nice to see him back, looking fit. Alagoda to Houston. Houston got way too much space. He want that on his left, I imagine. Gives it to Jelenovic, gives him a lot to do. Majeas and Jelenovic, that'll be a good battle, and Jelenovic's shot goes just over. But that'll be a battle to watch out for between Majeas and Adriano Jelenovic. That is Seb Correa stepping back in. Nice little check run there. Arias down the line. Correa doesn't want to lose it here, and he has. Saeed gives it to Jelenovic, and he's put it wide again. Adriano Jelenovic could have easily had a hat-trick already. Andinos are fighting to stay level at the moment.
Yeah, Serrano did well defensively there.
Yeah, he did hold up Saeed very well, so he did make him pass it, but Jelenovic would have expected to do a lot better there. Famato, good roll out. Houston. Zebra back on the zebra. Houston here on the near side. Saeed to Houston. So the Northern Hawks playing their way into the game now, getting a little bit more possession. The chances will start coming.
They've drawn in the defense of the Andinos really well in that 4-0 rotation they just had. The final pass there, lacking conviction, didn't manage to get through.
Yeah, I think all the Andinos need to do is just stay disciplined and stay behind the ball. When they're playing against a 4-0, it's actually better to just drop off and let them almost have it.
Or at least have a balance at the back of the court there.
Yeah, 100%. So Serrano is doing that quite well. And as we say that, a great save there by Gongora.
Zeba finding that space in behind, almost getting there
that was a
on
great
the end of that
reverse
one.
Ball there from Houston. Saeed down the line. Well defended there by Arias. He wanted the ball, but the fifth official, Tim Zeba, letting him know it is his ball. Saeed off the right. Gongora, another sharp save. So maybe we were underestimating Gongora's goalkeeping ability. He's seeming quite capable at the moment.
I've actually seen him in previous seasons in the Men's Supa-Liga C have some time in goals. But it's a little bit different here, and when you're facing up against the Northern Hawks in a men's Supa-Liga match.
100%, but it's good to know that he has had a little bit of previous. So Zeba is going to take this one. I imagine he's going to either chip it over to Saeed or go down the line for Houston.
Saeed.
And he has, we called it.
Saeed has not gone for the volley.
Saeed wanted to get the ball under control.
Now, I know for a fact that's something Northern Hawks practice very often in their training sessions, but Saeed being a new signing probably hasn't been on the same page as the boys.
Yeah, but I actually almost agree with Saeed not shooting there because I think it's such a low percentage chance of a goal. You're better off just keeping the ball. Correa getting physical with Alagoda. Correa defended very well there. Oh, Zeba not happy with Alagoda. Bit of conflict in the Hawks camp. Oh, that is Saeed at the back. Houston, good first touch. Down the line to Zeba. Zeba to Alagoda.
A lot of pressure from Andinos right now.
Serrano looking tight, and Arias, good tackle. But getting a little bit physical now. Saeed goes over. A kick out there from Saeed. Probably lucky the referees didn't see that one. And
very lucky,
he goes past Correa. This would be a great goal from Lukman Saeed. Shot was deflected, but yeah, very lucky that no one's seen that kick out.
Yeah, I feel like there he's a little greedy, trying to make a highlights reel for himself potentially.
Oh, why not? We know he loves putting them on Instagram. Here he is. Saeed down the line. Houston off the right. Gongora again. Good save. And here we go. It's a 2v1 if they can use it. Serrano gives a great ball to Majeas. Oh, he tried to go past Fumado.
Fumado very unhappy with that one. Yelling out across the court.
The goalkeepers never are happy. So he's going to take it now. See the angry Italian dad, Dan Fumado, that he is.
Yes, well, he's not used to seeing that. Northern Hawks don't usually have 2v1 situations for their keepers.
But this is what can happen when you're, like we were saying, could get frustrating when you're not winning when you probably should be or you think you should be. But nothing's given in this game. Houston gives it away there. Serrano, great ball there. Majeas, 1-on-1 with Zeba to Correa. Great first time ball inside. Let's come out to Serrano.
Interesting shape that the Andinos are opting to play here.
It looks like a bit of a freestyle formation. Yeah. I don't mind it.
It's causing confusion for Northern Hawks.
Yeah.
They're used to playing such structured teams as well, so it might work in this favour today.
Yeah, 100%. Serrano, that's a bit of a loose ball. De Philippus picks up very well. Coming forward, gives it to Zebra on the left. Toe poke. I thought that was a handball, but not too many arguments from the Northern Hawks side, so got away with that one perhaps. De Philippus here on the near side, the number 11, 1-2 with Zeba. Philippus looks up, switches it to Alagoda. Nice dummy there from Houston. 3 minutes remaining, and they break the deadlock. Houston has got De Philippus at the back post, goes for the shot on the right, just over the bar.
Houston's probably taken the most shots for his team thus far, but none on target.
No, not yet, but we did see last week that it is only a matter of time before one goes in.
That's right.
Arias and Serrano have checked out, and Michalak and Escobar are back on. So I think they'll want to get Serrano back on ASAP. Obviously being one of their better players, and that timeout's probably going to favour Andinos, you'd say. I'm surprised they actually hadn't taken theirs. But what do you think Farrell will say in this timeout, Annie?
Well, I can hear him saying we're not playing poorly. So I believe his message might be more about his attack now and patience in his players, because it's going to be that frustration you were saying before, Luke, that we'll see in the Northern Hawks, that they'll start to force things. Yeah,
they don't want to start getting too ahead of themselves and trying to go for that goal when, look, they probably do deserve to be up based on chances created, but in the end they haven't actually scored. And on the other hand, we're looking at the Andinos bench, Mitchell doing a lot of talking. I think it's just about keeping control of the game. Keeping control of the game and keeping themselves, just keep slowing the game down. Serrano's had a great performance for the Andinos. Obviously, I know he would have played outdoor as well. So he's backing up his second game of the day. So the players are making their way back on the court. It's going to be a Northern Hawks side ball on the near side to us. De Philippus going to take it. Gives it to Houston. Houston, to Alagoda. 2 minutes 30 remaining. Hawks will want to break the deadlock, and they could here. Oh, what a save that is there from Gongora. He did so well. I think Jelenovic would have thought he had his goal.
Absolutely. Considering he's more of a court player, he's done well to remember that he could use his hands while he was on the ground there.
I didn't see that one. He almost came out of nowhere there, Gongora. So it's him to thank that this game is still 0-0 for the time being. Michalak giving a bit of a hospital ball there to Seb Correa. Philippus. Houston being pressed out there by some great skill there, and it's a bit of a tame effort in the end by Jorge Escobar. Jelenovic chests it down to De Philippus, back post. It's got to be a goal. He saves it, and it's finally forced in. Probably his 7th attempt there from Adriano Jelenovic. It finally goes in, but that wasn't from the lack of effort there from the goalkeeper Gongora.
No, I think there was a slight deflection off of a foot right at the end there too.
Yeah, Michalak did his best on the line.
Yeah.
But the Andinos just need to keep their heads. They're not out of this game. You can see they've more than matched the Northern Hawks this half. Escobar. Yes, that was a good ball forward by Escobar.
But it usually only takes the one goal for Northern Hawks. Then they start to build that confidence that we know that they have, and goals seem to come quick and fast thereafter.
Yeah, the floodgates do tend to start opening. The Andinos have been a good value for this result so far. They've defended well, and Gongora's made some great saves. We'll see if his distribution's improved. Let's have a look. It's getting slightly better. Maybe by the second half we'll have one thrown to his own teammate. Bredemeyer. So Houston. Jelenovic, well defended there by Jorge Escobar, and then he megs Callum Bredemeyer. This would be some goal. Back post, Correa, and he puts it wide. That was a golden opportunity for Seb Correa.
And Andinos did well to counter there, and Escobar is
showing his
pinpoint
class.
pass.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
showing his absolute class there from Jorge Escobar, one of the best technical players in the league. De Philippus goes back post to Jelenovic, flicks it straight into Gongora and Houston. That could have been a foul.
Jelenovic is finding himself open in space.
Yeah, every time it seems. They're not marking him.
Either they're not worried about him.
Yeah, maybe that's the thinking behind it. De Philippus, great ball there to Houston. Great save again by Gongora, and it's stayed. It hasn't stayed in.
No, it hasn't there. That one's gone out. A big keeper's throw.
Escobar.
And there we go. Found the feet of Escobar there from the throw from Gongora.
Yeah, well done there. And they've kept possession as well. There's a great ball from Correa. Escobar. Macias wanted that at the back post. 30 seconds remaining. Can Andinos get one last opportunity? Escobar gives it away. Does enough to stop De Philippus. It's going to be Fumado's ball. 20 seconds remaining. Fumado goes long, looking for Jelenovic. Off the head, and it's gone wide again. Just can't find his range. Adriano Jelenovic.
Dan Fumado, very good with a long throw like that. We've actually seen him this season distribute one just like that to Zeba, and
head straight in.
And it went straight in, yeah. So that's his assist that he's got this season is from a throw just like that one.
Yeah, so Dan Fumado, obviously, probably, I'd argue, the Northern Hawks' most important player.
I'd say so too. He's actually come a long way over the seasons. I would have had sure bet on him in previous seasons for getting Golden Glove, but...
Oh, and they're beaten by the clock there. That was a 3v2 opportunity for Andinos. Fortunately, took 1 second too long. And gone into half-time. Adriano Jelenovic, the sole goal scorer. Be back in a minute for the second half.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
And we are back now for the second half. Well, the Northern Hawks are ready for the second half. The Andinos making their way onto the court now. So, obviously, a very entertaining first half. The Northern Hawks having the majority of the chances, but the Andinos very, very dangerous on the counter-attack, as we've seen on a few occasions. So, there's still plenty in this game. I think the Northern Hawks maybe came in a little bit complacent. And the Andinos using that against them.
That's a good start.
Serrano, who I pointed out for Andinos, has been a great player, not just this game, but this season for them. We'll see what he can bring the second half. He might be the difference maker. Bredemeyer at the back now. Gives it to Michael De Philippus. Philippus wide to Houston. Houston one-on-one with Mejia. Mejia forcing him to go back. De Philippus. Houston. Back rolls it to Bredemeyer, asking a lot of him. Bredemeyer's done really well there. Callum Bredemeyer did very well there. It was a bit of a loose ball by Houston, but Bredemeyer made something seemingly out of nothing. De Philippus to Jelenovic, nice 1-2. He went down the line. Michalak's coming forward. Michalak, and it's going to be an Andino side ball, so this is an opportunity to get a shot off. Michalak to Serrano. Comes to Mejia. Serrano. It's going to be another Andino's ball. Serrano looking for Escobar at the back post. Mejia flicking that to nobody. Fumado. Great first time ball. Houston off the left. Bredemeyer finishes that off. What a throw that was from Dan Fumado. Exceptional from Dan Fumado. We were saying his throwing ability is second to none. But Houston with a great first time ball on the left, and Callum Bredemeyer running in at the back post. So a great all-round team goal there from the Northern Hawks. They'll be feeling a little bit more comfortable now, being 2-0 up. Serrano now, looking for an instant reply. Houston says no. De Philippus goes forward. Going past Escobar. And it's come to Gongora. And Bredemeyer's made a mistake. Dan Fumado stood up just long enough to get a claw to that one. But you can see the Andinos have got a chance in them. Serrano off the volley. That was audacious. Mejia's got it now. Back post to Serrano.
Serrano's looking confident to be able to go and take an opportunity
Serrano
like
obviously
that.
feeling himself. Maybe he heard we were bigging him up in the first half. Houston to Bredemeyer. Houston again. Down the line to De Philippus. Philippus one-on-one with Michalak. Philippus goes back to Houston. Houston to Bredemeyer. And that is a goalkeeper's ball. Gongora rolls out to Serrano. Serrano, that's a nice reverse ball. Serrano gives it away there. Houston. Houston battling with Gongora. Houston off the left. He was looking for Jelenovic at the back post. He's gone from this time to Bredemeyer. Another great save there by Oscar Gongora. Serrano skips past Houston. There's a 3v1 if they can use it. He's still got it. Majeas to the back post. Jelenovic. Great work right there from Adriano.
Geez, they've done very well, the Northern Hawks there. If it's hard enough to just get past Dan Fumato, then also trying to get past Adriano Jelenovic in the end.
Yeah, but there we go. You can see the Andinos. They are dangerous on the counter-attack. Serrano, that was some beautiful feet to get out of danger, skipping past Houston and Bredemeyer. Houston is checking out here, and Batum Ziba is checking back on. Jelenovic has got a lot of space here. One-on-one with Serrano to be a good battle. Goes back to De Philippus. Philippus trying to open the game up. Still got time on the ball, not too much pressure on him. Bredemeyer on the left to De Philippus. He's looking up, gives it wide to Ziba. Ziba, that was a good parallel down the line from Batum Ziba. Farrell not happy with Ziba's hand movements, but it was a nice parallel down the line from Ziba.
Well, Ziba has shown a bit of frustration towards his teammates today.
Serrano off the left. Oh, that was exceptional from Jorge Escobar. That back roll was almost unreadable. Fumato, first time throw. Arias has got a handful. He does very well there. And they've even won themselves a goalkeeper's ball. Well defended there. Gongora, Bredemeyer defends well. Ziba's got time. Keeps it into Bredemeyer. Bredemeyer to Jelenovic. Jelenovic to Bredemeyer. Said's back on for his first moments of the second half. Bredemeyer. Bredemeyer gives it wide to Ziba. Ziba rides the challenge of Escobar, but it's another 2v1 if they can use it. Jorge Escobar off the left. Oh, Fumato, he wouldn't have seen that one. That was behind two bodies, but he did enough. Probably the only thing that saved him, it was a bit of a weak shot. But there we go. Andino is again
creating a few chances now,
showing us
actually.
how dangerous they can be. Serrano, what a tackle that is, and Correa's going to go the other way. Checks back. Well, does well there, Seb Correa, and what a ball that is from Serrano. And well done there from Dan Fumato to just mop up that. Alexander gives it wide to Jelenovic. Jelenovic chips forward to Ziba. Ziba, it's a great ball. Alagoda somehow brings that down. The Colgate kid. Arias, well defended. Said showing us a bit of techers. Ziba chips forward straight into Correa. Correa, two on him. Alagoda defends really well again. Correa gives it to Arias. So this is not good for Andinos. They've got Jorge Escobar and Majea on the bench at the same time. Probably not what you want. So they'll want to ride this a few minutes while they're on the bench. Maybe Alagoda feels sorry for them. He just kicks the ball and gives them back possession. Michalak is going to get this game back underway.
Hawks considering the scoreline are continuing to press.
Yeah.
And they've done well to now, because of that, receive the ball.
Yep. Said. One-on-one with Correa. Correa does very well there defensively. And Arias. No, pass back was given. It's a 3v2 if they can use it. Michalak. Oh, his passes let him down. I think there was a controversial if that was a pass back or not. I thought it probably was.
Yeah, I'm unsure from what I was looking at whether it was or not, but Gongora definitely picked it up. There was uncertainty there.
So we can confirm Gongora picked the ball up.
He did, that's what we're certain of.
Arias, one-on-one with Jelenovic. Ziba's joining in the fun. Arias does well there. Fumato palms it down. I thought Fumato might go for a run there. Jelenovic, one-on-one. Correa defends well. He's still got it though. Jelenovic, that was a good ball. He's checking out for his first break of the second half. Houston is back on.
So Farrell's trying to get his team to play 4-0. He's given the communication here to Lookman. We'll see if they can execute it. I mean, as I was mentioning earlier, Lookman being a new addition to the side, it's a very different system for him to be playing in. It'll be interesting to see if the Northern Hawks can piece it together with new players on the court. But you do have the leadership there of Houston, and also Nishan Alagoda's been playing it the entire time he's been playing futsal, I think, in the 4-0 system. So he's got some experience there.
Yeah, he's got some players to almost talk him through it. So we'll see how they go and see if they do it. Zeba gives it to Houston off the left, and that one's almost hit orbit.
Yeah, but that's not what we saw last week. He scored from that angle, didn't he?
Yeah, that was a bit of a poor ball maybe from Zeba, maybe a bit of a bobble. That's what we'll blame it on. Gongora throws it to Michalak. Michalak immediately under pressure. Serrano chips forward. Houston, it's 3v2 if they can use it. Correa did well. Serrano has been a rock at the back. He'll want to not lose the ball, just about enough. Gongora, Zeba out of nowhere. The fifth official showing us he's not just good at shouting at the referees.
All right, let's see this 4-0. Greg's asked this team to play now. This will be the first time they've had possession since the communication. So
Zeba to Houston. So there is some sort of 4-0 going on. Let's have a look. Zeba at the back, Saeed. What are your thoughts on this 4-0, Annie? Not much penetration.
No, Saeed's rotated well. He's rotated differently, but still it's created some space.
A rotation on the left, and Serrano puts it out, and Famato again. I agree with Famato. The Northern Hawks aren't actually playing overly well. Famato's just having a very good game.
And that was just a safety thing there from Alagoda. Kick it away, really.
Yep. Gongora rolls it out to Seb Correa. He'll want it on his left. Goes on his left. Saeed defends well. It's going to be Michalak to take, I think, and Correa to have a pop off the left. Serrano's also there, just lurking, maybe for a volley. You may just see on the far end of your right screen. And Correa. Alagoda going the other way. Great reverse ball from Alagoda. Serrano out of nowhere. What a tackle. Saeed mops up. And Arias defends well. Correa. But what a tackle that was from Serrano.
Yeah, Serrano
Seemingly came out of nowhere.
He has been a beast in defence today for his side. He's put in every bit of effort that we could have hoped for from him.
Correa. Robbed by Saeed. Saeed's pass lets him down, but good ideas there from Lukman Saeed. Serrano. Toe pokes it. Mageas is back on. Bit of a 50-50 there. Saeed's feeling the effects of that one. It's still coming to him. So, what's going to happen? I think it might be a drop ball in favour of the... So, Philippus kicks the ball back there. Gongora.
Saeed wasn't happy with that decision there. He was...
He wanted a foul. I think it may have just been a 50-50-50. Correa bombing forward. Houston chooses to kick it back to Famato. Famato being pressed, and he's kicked that one to nobody. Zeba wanting it to go to him. Saeed at the back, switch it to Philippus on the far side. Houston. Mitchell thinks he won the ball. I think he did have... So we'll see what the Northern Hawks can conjure up here. Mitchell's talked his way into a yellow card. So Houston, Saeed and DeFilippis all standing over this one. Houston, I think he went to the back post there looking for Saeed's run. A bit too much on that one from Houston. Gongora Rolls it to Serrano. Bit of a dangerous pull there. Correa, they did just about enough to get out of that, but what a flick that was from Michalak. Houston one-on-one with Majea. Toe poke. It's not troubling anybody. 6 minutes remaining. The Andinos need to switch something. Gongora's throw finally falls to Serrano. Serrano goes down the line. Mageas keeps that in. He's got time.
And Luke, what are your thoughts of what the Andinos need to do here today to maybe try and get themselves back into this game?
I don't know. I think it's not going to be the lack. It's not from the lack of trying that they haven't scored. It's just Dan Fumato's been on form. So I just think maybe just keep going the counter attack. Maybe we could see Gongora come out and play some sort of fifth man. Obviously, we know he's a very good court player, so it wouldn't be a bad idea. And Andinos have got themselves a free kick here. Saeed is checking out, and Callum Bredemeyer is checking back in.
Yeah, it's not a bad call with the fifth man, but we do know that Northern Hawks can defend it very well, and they're going to be clinical if they win the possession, that's for certain.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, the Northern Hawks are very well trained in the art of defending fifth man. But why not Andinos? They haven't actually got much to play for this season. They can't make finals, so bit of a power play maybe. What have they got to lose? Serrano. That's not Serrano, that is Mageas. This is Serrano on the ball, and now he's got it. So this is probably their best four on the court at the moment. So I want to finish with it. What a ball that is from Correa. Mageas just couldn't do enough and battled hard there. Serrano. If you can give it to Escobar, he has. Escobar's free. And it still can't go in. It just won't go in.
That was Bredemeyer on that occasion getting in the way. So
almost
as
like
we
there was a
mentioned
force
before.
field around that Northern Hawks goal.
Absolutely.
But
the Andinos have played well for themselves today.
It seems like when it just won't go in, when it goes past Tomato, there's someone there. On that occasion, it was Callum Bredemeyer. We've seen previously it was Adriana Jelenovic. So a timeout with 4 minutes and 27 seconds remaining. I think this game probably, well, it's definitely Northern Hawks is to lose. But the Andinos maybe have a little bit of life left in them. I've seen they've created chances. It's inspired Dan Fumato.
They look like they're in good spirits. Lots of high fives going around in the team. So they're still feeling confident there with Gongora leading that.
Yeah, that's good to see. I mean, he's really improved in goal, Oscar Gongora. And Serrano's been a rock as well. And Jorge Escobar and Mageas to their usual tricks too. So Andinos have actually put a really good showing. And I dare say if Jade Nashmore was with us, that this scoreline could be...
Getting Gongora out on the court with that as well.
Yeah, a little bit different. So my message is to you, Jaden, where are you and how sick really are you?
I have heard there's some bad flu strain going around. I've just had it this entire week, so it is one that knocks you.
You still should be at futsal.
It's understandable, I would say, the way that I've felt this week.
And the boys are making their way back onto the court. So for the Northern Hawks, we've got Fumato, Houston, Bredemeyer, Philippus and Zeba. We've got Correa, Mageas, Serrano and Escobar on the court. For the Andinos, and Zeba turns. Correa blasts to Zeba. Zeba battling hard. Under 50-50.
He's kicked him though.
Yeah, I thought there was a bit of a 50-50 there. Probably a bit of a soft foul.
He's given it the other way. It was Zeba there who kicked out Andinos. So
maybe Zeba feeling sorry for them and giving them back to them. JS riding the challenge of Zeba. Serrano coming forward. Obviously, we've seen how capable he is with his feet. Escobar, great first-time ball there. Mageas and Zeba defends very well.
Yeah, he seems to have come out with a bit of intensity. Zeba is coming into challenges really hard. That's for certain.
Escobar. Serrano, probably the first poor touch he's had all game, but still somehow manages to win the side ball.
He has had a lot of minutes, though, so it could be a part of that.
Yeah, he'd be very, very fatigued. And obviously, I did mention he played 90 minutes for his outdoor team as well today, so he's put in a shift for the boys.
Oh, that's a good ball there. It's a shame that wasn't someone from Andinos to be able to get it.
Yeah, nice reverse ball there. That was from Jorge Escobar. Zeba to Bredemeyer. Bredemeyer, a bit of a heavy touch there, but no one to capitalise on it. Houston goes forward. Escobar, bit of an air swing. Zeba all over that one. And I dare say he went down fairly dramatically there for Tim Zeba, the 5th official, letting the referees know who's in charge. So it'll be Zeba to take this one. Houston. DeFilippis. Nice dummy there from Houston. Mageas. Being pressed, did well there, Mageas. Serrano. Poor first touch. You can see he's getting tired now. Zebra off the right and hits the back of the net, just not the back of the net he would have been after.
A goal here for Andinos could really change the game. They might get that momentum and finish off really strong. It's going to be a difficult battle for them here with the defensive.
Yeah, if they can get a goal in the next minute, it'll be a bit of a blockbuster finish. Serrano chips forward. Great leave there. And Seb Correa, that was the chance. Probably fell on his wrong foot, though, obviously being a predominantly left-footed player. A right foot has been blasted over. And Famato, it's another great disposal. DeFilippis. Touch lets him down. DeFilippis. Nice ball roll. Jelenovic, this could seal it. And Gongora does well again. And it's a 2v1. Mageas goes to Correa. It's come to him with the left on. His shot goes just wide.
Great chance created there from Andinos.
And again,
Good
another
counter.
gilt edge miss there from Seb Correa. Houston. Correa pressing. Correa does well. And that toe poke goes over. Probably not the place to be trying them skills there from Houston. Famato. Good throw there. Andinos caught a little bit high. Houston checks in. And Escobar defends very well there. Serrano as well. Gongora needs to make sure he's not taking his 4 seconds. Does just about enough to get rid. Serrano,
he looked very comfortable there, as if he was going to take more than 4 seconds.
Yeah, he did. So this is the 5th man. Serrano, no patience at all. But it's come to Gongora. And Famato. Enough. A minute remaining. Houston, they need to press the ball here. Gongora needs to get back in the goal. DeFilippis, the advantage. Houston to the back post. Jelenovic, and again, can't find the back of the net. But that was another great block by Serrano, who for me is actually probably being man of the match. I'd say he's been the most impressive player for either team, even in a losing effort. So Jelenovic is going to take this. Saeed, poor touch. Correa, Serrano, 40 seconds remaining. They need a goal now if they are to get a final opportunity. Escobar.
Gongora creeping up the court as well.
Yep. Correa off the left. Reverse ball to Escobar. And Famato, another great save. Escobar down the line to Seb Correa off the left, and Famato again. He'll want his chance, and Farrell telling Famato it wasn't one of his best efforts. That's an understatement, Greg. Serrano gets it, the back pressure by Saeed. Interesting.
Worked, whatever that was
somehow
there.
that he still got it. Correa down the line. Serrano and Saeed again. You can just see this. Northern Hawks have got back on defense so well. Serrano to Correa off the left, and it was actually a really good ball there. Correa, and I think the game is about to peter out. 6 seconds remaining. No chance of a miracle comeback from Andinos, but they've put up a solid effort. Northern Hawks just showing their quality on the day. And that wraps up our first game of the Men's Supa-Liga for the evening. Quickly having a look at the goal scorers. So Adriano Jelenovic got the one in the first half, and Callum Bredemeyer popping up with another goal. So a 2-0 win. We'll quickly get the stats up. But stay tuned, because we've got a blockbuster between the Phoenix Futsal Club and the Scarborough Sharks coming up just after this. Having a look here on the stats, you can see on the screen the possession was fairly even, but I think one one stat that's very surprising there is how even the shots were. It felt like the Hawks were dominating, but quite an even game in the end. So that wraps up our first game of the evening. Don't go anywhere. Be back in just a minute for the Scarborough Sharks versus the Phoenix Futsal Club.